between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Shreds the tackle, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long all they've talked about is, okay, going to a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on him. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And that is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that's going to make it fourth down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again they run with Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. And a catch made by Kenny Britt. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. On second down, here's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Throwing on third. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They're able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now Goff on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now, it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
Throwing again is gone. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go now. To the air again. Gone. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, the big guys leading the way. There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The tackle that time by William Hayes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
On first down, it's gone. And his pass incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Gone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Another try on second down with Gurley. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. Now Goff on third and goal. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Randall and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he overshot shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They come out here in the eye. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
No, not a good sign here. He is still down on the field. And he's obviously an integral part of this offense. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now gone. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it, right there? Those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more than this.
Shut up. Oh, DDT, shut up.
3 to the right.
Oh, I was worried about you too, Cookie.
Off on 1st down. Over the middle, he hits Austin.
Dude, it's not a
Inside
time.
the 15
I
to
know.
the 14-yard line.
I walked over
The
there.
slot receivers, especially the little
Being
guys
nice.
that we're watching here, are
Being
just quicker
nice.
than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
Is you playing
They
hard?
catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw.
Huh? Who?
Again,
My cousin.
off.
No.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Goff throwing again. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from about 7 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Now a hit and a loose football.
Damn.
And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field.
Damn. Hey, you baptized the shit out that nigga. God damn.
So they get the one-score kickoff. Get a fumble.
I know you ain't gonna go out like that. Hell nah. He ain't caught me still in boxing. He hit the shit out you. Damn. That was racist. Bet you can't do it again?
Now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That's Michael Huff.
At the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards on the 27.
Ain't that Michael Huff?
Philadelphia getting set to take
That's another guy.
They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing his Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz taking it in. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
That's complete to Brett. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that
blitz coming, and down he goes. Benny Logan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Gall. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.